What's up guys, in this video I will be talking to you why it is better to wear leather motorcycle gloves compared to just your normal thin day-to-day gloves. Now these gloves look a little bit rough because I've used them in the past on um, with my dad doing because he's a roofer, and I just thought, so ignore the state of them. But I just thought I'll come on here to let you know and tell you why it's best to go for these compared to these. And of course, the main reason is that these are proper motorcycle gloves designed to take the force of, if you was to slide or maybe come in contact with the floor when you hit your knuckles and stuff like that. Wearing these, get very used to them. I know they look very thick and bulky, but honestly, they're so worth it. These only cost me £30 off of Amazon. These are I'm not sure what brand they are actually, I've forgotten. But these, if you do happen to come into, some trouble, or if, something does happen, these will save you a lot more than these, of course, because you've got the leather, you've got the knuckles inside. These are actually waterproof as well, so you've got the waterproof lining inside as well to stop the cold getting in, because these are winter and waterproof gloves. Now, when I say waterproof, I wouldn't say they're completely waterproof. If you was to, if it was really extremely like pissing it down with rain, if you was on a really long journey, after a couple of hours, you are going to start to feel the wet on your fingertips soaking in ever so slightly. But ultimately, your normal rides, just your short rides, 30 minutes, 1 hour, these are perfect for the price. Cannot go wrong. Even in the cold weather and the icy temperatures, these gloves are absolutely decent. And even still with the cold weather, because when I've been on my destinations and journeys before, they give me probably about an hour's worth of use before my fingers start to get really cold. And we're talking really cold temperatures like -2, -3, which we get here in average in England. So but yeah, if you guys are wondering what gloves to wear as you're starting off as a motorcyclist and you're learning and getting on your either your 50cc or the 125, or even if or even if you want to go straight for your big license, don't think of any types of gloves like these, because they're worthless. As soon as you come in contact with the floor, they won't last even 2 seconds. Whereas with these gloves, you've even got the reinforced material right here, look. Same as on these, of course, because they're a pair. Don't even know why I said that. So they're a lot more harder to rip. And of course, you don't have to worry about your hands being cold or the wet getting in, because as I say, if it's only a 30-minute or an hour commute, they're absolutely perfect. Cannot go wrong with them. So these are your job to go. You can get more expensive ones that maybe do have specifically a slightly stronger leather type. But honestly, even your cheaper brands, like these ones, I forgot the name of it, but these ones only cost me £30 off of Amazon. You still can't go wrong with them. They're absolutely perfect. Better than your average gloves. Better than this rubbish with all of the marks all over them. So don't even think about wearing them. As I say, mind the state of these, I'm just trying to give you guys an example of the types of material of the gloves to wear. So always remember, when you go to a bike shop next and think to yourself, I need some gloves, always remember to pick the right ones, because they will save you. They do the job. They do keep you warm. They do stop you from feeling the wet for a very long time, and they're just overall worth the money. You can actually get these fingertips in different colours, but I just happen to like red. And of course you've got the fasteners here as well, so you can tighten them up and loosen them as well. You can wash these on a 20 or 30 degree cycle, but I wouldn't wash them very often, because they do shrink ever so slightly. So, you know, just whenever you worn them for a fair amount of time, you know, probably, I'll be honest, a couple of months, give them a wash, you know, and you're sorted. And these I've had for a couple of years now. I think I've had them for 2 years, and there's not one rip, there's nothing going on, there's no much wear. The price for these are absolutely amazing. So I hope that gives you a little bit of information on what the differences are, and to make the right choices for the gloves. Thanks guys.